Many of us went to bed or woke up to news that hits close to home here in Detroit. The shocking news that the University of Michigan football coach has been fired for an alleged affair with a staffer. My daughter, a recent graduate this past spring of Michigan, reached out to me in shock and disgust when the story broke. Dr. Rose here, clinical psychologist and wellness coach. You might all remember a video I did a few months ago about the CEO and employee having their affair exposed on the Jumbotron at a concert. I shared then what I often share with my patients. Anything we do often enough, we start to normalize. Any behavior, good or bad, that we engage in over and over again, we begin to adjust our nervous system and our neurology to normalize that behavior to the point that we do it with ease. This is true for behaviors that we deem good for us, like starting an exercise routine, as well as behaviors that could destroy us, drinking, drugs, affairs. When you do something often enough and you get away with it long enough, that behavior becomes part of your normal routine. In Psych 101, we call this classical conditioning. It's learned behavior. Now there are reports that the coach impregnated the staffer, and after his surprise firing yesterday from a job that paid him millions and millions of dollars a year, reports are swirling that he threatened to take his life and allegedly went to the staffer's home he was having the affair with, threatening to take hers as well. It's a heartbreaking mess, and it's a reminder of how a series of poor choices and normalizing unethical behavior can lead to a total life collapse. But here's the teachable moment. Here's where the psychology kicks in. Emotional intelligence, emotional wellness is our biggest asset. And unfortunately, this isn't something you can include in a multi-million-dollar salary package or a fancy title. Just because you're at the top of your game financially does not mean you're at the top of your game emotionally. And if you don't do the emotional work, money just gives you a bigger playing field to F up on. And that's what we're seeing here. When we forget to check our own behavior, when we engage in behaviors that perhaps we normalize because the generations before us did it, when we don't intentionally work on creating an emotional baseline for us that's rooted in healing, integrity, and well-being, we risk crashing not just our lives, but the lives of those we love. And there's so much collateral damage here, from the families, the players who saw this coach as a mentor, to the whole institution. So let's remember, our emotional intelligence is our greatest asset, and it's our responsibility. When we don't align our actions with the life we're projecting to the world, it's just a matter of time before we crash and burn.